Or restore 5 health. Okay. Yeah, it completely sucks. Okay. Force of nature. 6 to 5, some 3 to 2 trends. Okay, so they basically nerfed the interface mechanic. Fair enough. Keeper of the Groves. 4 mana to 4, choose 1, deal 2 damage or silence a minion. Now it reads 4 mana, choose 1, deal 2 damage or silence a minion. They didn't change him. Why is it under change? 2. 2. Yeah, okay. Yeah, complete nonsense, guys. What to 2? What to 2? Why not to 3? It's not that, I mean, like, heh? Okay, whatever. Oh, okay. And that being said, I have only taken a look. Okay, so how it went was like the following. So Rado and Thijs are sending me the link. I'm actually opening the link. The first card I see is this, and I'm like, muahaha, yeah? And then I'm like, the second card, I'm like, okay, what the fuck? I just do it with you together because I want to enjoy it with you. Yeah, not only alone in my own room here. Yeah, okay, I could also make a Hearthstone stream now and then we would have more people to watch, but that doesn't matter. I want to play Faria. That's only like my 2 cents, my 50 cents, no, 2 cents, right? And it's only for the people who watch ourselves anyways. That's like kind of a bonbon, like a bonus, if you want to say so. Okay, yeah, what? Like what? Question mark, like what? Like why? What? I mean, it was not even that great before. The only reason why, okay. So 2 mana to 1 silence a minion. Okay. Now you can argue, yeah, many decks played her once. And is that because it's too powerful? No, it's because there are no other silencers in the entire game, guys. I don't want to run the Iron Beak Owl, but I'm also not interested in running the other Saki silencer, the 4 mana 4/3, because that's the alternative. Yeah? That's the alternative. The Iron Beak Owl is only in the decks because there are no better silencers. It's not because the Iron Beak Owl is OP or something like this. But now for sure she isn't. Okay, whatever. Did you? Okay. No, good. That's good. Now it's simply costs 5. No, the BGH suddenly costs 5. Not 3, but 5. What is this? Yeah, good, that's acceptable, I assume. Now it's an execute. Hunter's Mark is basically from the mechanic very, very similar to execute. Yeah, the BGH, it doesn't matter too much because, well, I mean, it does. They could have really made it 4, right? I mean, 5. Why are they so radical, guys? Why are they so? I mean, this is like, oh, come on. I mean, 4 is already, it's not that every deck runs BGH, correct? So it means, and no deck runs basically double BGH unless some, how do you say, yeah, there are decks which run, yeah, Mandigos Warlock, whatever. But if it would be really so, decks would simply run it twice, right? So what about just making it 4 or something? No, whatever. And what is Hunter's Mark? Yeah, Hunter's Mark is fine because the mechanic of Hunter's Mark is extremely similar to the mechanic of Execute. So I don't even mind this too much. Blade Flurry. Oh yeah, no, that's right. What? Flurry doesn't even deal face or what? What are you talking? What? Hä? What? Na why? Hey. Das versteht man denn? Das ist echter Schweinefan. Also, das gibt's doch gar nicht. Destroy your weapon and deal damage. It's like to all. Like, okay. Like, what about if they just remove the damage to all enemies and replace it with damage to all enemy minions? Would that not be sufficient? No, I mean in all seriousness. I mean that's already the super nerf, right? If you would just exchange this with damage to all minions, and now it's 4 mana, like that. Blade Flurry is a problem because it enables both board clear and heavy burst damage, and it's also an obstacle to adding better cards for rogue. To address these issues, the cost of Blade Flurry, I mean, I don't want to ridicule anybody here, but I mean, to address these issues, the cost of Blade Flurry is moving from 2 to 4 mana and will now only affect minions so that rogues have to choose between removing threats or damaging the enemy hero. Okay, that's fair enough. So I can understand that they addressed the issue, and I can understand that now the issue is resolved. I can understand that, yeah. I can understand that this card won't ever be any nerf issue ever again in Hearthstone. I can understand that the issue is addressed. but not like these guys. Okay, but whatever. Nah, whatever. I really don't want to ridiculous. I mean, they definitely. I mean, Blizzard is a reasonable company. I'm sure they went into the analyst's kitchen, and I'm sure they thought about it, and I'm sure there were reasonings to do this, because I mean, those are not stupid people, which means they discussed that issue and concluded that this is the solution. So I really don't want to say there's not any thought behind it, but I think it's a little bit too mucho. Yeah, too mucho. Okay. Powerful neutral minions. That's a good nerf. That's a good nerf, guys. The 1 damage to a random minion, 2 mana, 3/2 strong, make it 2/2, fine, good stuff. Great. Lebanon. Yes, and yes, guys. Yes, please. Yeah, that's a good nerf. Another good nerf. So they are very good nerfs. Yeah, that's a good nerf. That's really a good nerf. That's perfect. Like, this is how nerfs should look like. Yeah. And 1/1. I mean, it also is obvious, right? I mean, it. Yeah. I mean. Okay, so Arcane Golem is not charged any longer because he was way too OP. Now, yeah. Okay. Like, I don't understand. I mean. Okay, so yeah. Molten Giant. It's also a little bit like, I mean, it's like, how do you say? Pling pling, here you have it. 25 in your face. Here, take it. 25 in your face. Okay, fair enough. Master of Disguise. It's an interesting card, but it's too easy for players to reduce its mana cost to 0. Really? And that's why it has been seen play in all decks of the world. Especially in the recent meta, I saw Molten Giant everywhere. I was even blinded by the lava of the Molten Giants because there were so many. Yeah, I got tears in my eyes. And it was super easy to reduce the cost to 0, especially if you died. Every time when you died, the mana cost was actually 0. Countless games where I played Handlock, where I actually could play them for 0 mana, but unfortunately I was dead. Okay, but now the risk increases if you want to get the free giant. But I can see it. I mean, I'm not saying that Molten Giant is the most funny card, and if they, I guess they have to do something about it, right? If they decrease the pace, if they decrease the amount of burst damage Druid can, for example, deal. If they decrease the amount of aggressive potential burst damage, and if they decrease BGHs, I can see it that they have to do something about him, but I don't know whether 25 is a necessity. Give a friendly minion stats until your next turn. I've never seen this being played, ever. Did you guys really complain so much about this card? Okay. Yeah, but okay, fair enough. So these are interesting. Yeah, the Mountain Giant, they didn't have the Mountain Giant. So now you're like Mountain Giant. Like, no, that's interesting now. Now, what you do is you simply play Handlock, but with no Mountain Giant because you don't need them. You just go Mountain Giant, and do you know what? Your opponent cannot do anything about it. Why? There is no BGH. Well, there is in theory BGH, but yeah, you just go Mountain Giant, and then you rock. And you don't even need the Molten Giants because there is not so much face any longer, which means Pain Bayum. No, Knife Juggler is okay. He's still in the game, but he is definitely much worse. That's absolutely fine. And Lebanon nerf is also absolutely perfect. Absolutely good, those two nerfs. The Knife Juggler is still playable after that, but it's not too strong. Yeah, it's not ridiculous strong, right? I mean, it's not like if he stays on the board, it also